Hi guys, we're going to be working on the dominant kit. I've got some red, I think, yes, and we're going to do a quick wash. He is the Bountiful Baby vinyl. Ooh, one of my hairs, goodness. He is a Bountiful Baby vinyl, and we need to put a little bit more color on him. They do a very pale, almost white vinyl for their kits. So, let's see, make sure we have enough to do the full kit. Surely that's enough. Okay, I started to, oh dear. I started one of these washes already, and then I had to stop the camera because I'd messed up. Let's start over. It was older paint and there was pigments floating in it, and it was even quite a mess, so I had to take care of that. And then for some reason the oven didn't bake the last layer, the purple on there, so I ended up having to add more modeling, the purple modeling, and then bake again. Just kind of disappointing. So hopefully this time it got baked on. It's a little frustrating when stuff doesn't go exactly the way you'd planned. So as you recall, we did some creasing and some purple modeling, and I had the kit primed, washed and primed before we started painting. I don't know if you can see just a smidge of a difference, but you should be able to see just a little bit of a difference. And we're going to put 2 washes on this kit. So, this is I think this is the newer Bountiful Baby vinyl, so it's not as thick as the older stuff. I think that's how they're saving money, is the quality of the vinyl. So, I mean, it's not terrible, it's just a little bit more flimsy than I'm used to. I still have very nice kits. And since I figured out how to put the primer on, the new primer is coming out, I didn't need to be taught how to put that on. I meant to say, since Irresistibles came out with a primer, and I'm sure you can get primer from other companies as well, it's made it a lot easier for the Genesis paint to stick to the Bountiful Baby's new vinyl. As before, I would have called it yuck because it wouldn't stick for nothing, and I had the worst trouble. But now that there's primer, it'll stick. Although the last time it baked, I'm wondering if it's just going to take longer for the paint to set. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I may bake the pieces longer. Same temperature, just a little bit longer. See if that helps any. Again, I'm pretty sure it's the vinyl that's doing that. People that air dry paint, I don't think I ever heard them talk about the issues that the people with a heat set go through trying to get this Bountiful Baby new vinyl to stay. So, we shall see. This is the first kit I've done since the new vinyl. No, that's not right. I did cuddle heads. I did 4 cuddle heads, 5 cuddle heads last year, and I had troubles with it. And I didn't have the primer then, so that was pretty awkward. But I have it now, so maybe there'll be a difference. I'm rambling, sorry. Let me just ramble for a while. Why not? I'll get this done. Now with the washes, I'll be doing a lot more washes with the modeling layers, so it'll probably be 50-50 instead of 75-80% model and then a few washes, just because I need to. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but these are pretty pale. They need lots of paint coverage. So okay, so I'm going to do 2 layers of this wash, and then I'm going to bake it for a little bit longer. I may turn the heat down just a little bit, because I don't, after you start baking these kits, they seem to get shiny, and that goes with any vinyl. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Gonna have to do something. Oh, let's manipulate the vinyl. Maybe. There we go. Try to get all the little vinyl covered. I mean, I can tell the difference, but it's just barely there. It's a lot better than the first time I tried it today. It's thinner. If you notice that it's not looking very good, like part of it is darker than the rest, thin it down. But you want it nice and wet. And I'm only going to use this brush in spots I think need a little extra. Make sure you blot them out, because you don't want pooled paint. And since these pieces are kind of big, I've been baking 2 bakes. The legs and one of the arms, and then the second bake would be the head and the other arm. Just because there's really not a whole lot of room for all the pieces. So this kit's going to take a little bit longer between the paint layers and how often I have to bake him. Which is going to be frustrating, but I'll get him done. And this kit is for customers, so he's already spoken for. This arm's still warm from the oven. And you can't see what I'm doing because I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Trying to get that in there. Let's see here. Good thing about this vinyl is that it's a lot easier to manipulate than some of the vinyl out there. And I will be starting the Freshie Newborn here soon. I got a little bit behind. I was trying to finish up the Mia kit, which was fine, and I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do a belly plate with that Charlie or not, and I finally decided to not do the belly plate. Which is a little bit frustrating, but that's okay. I can't make up my mind half the time. I don't know if you can notice, but I mean, it's quite manipulative. So it's just something I'm not used to as far as the vinyl consistency. Oop. Put it into my light. Give me just a second. There we go. I'm just going over the kit to make sure I got the vinyl covered, which I think I do. I had my children come visit me this weekend, which was nice. My oldest is still in vet college, which is cool. She's on her 3rd year. My other 2 graduated last year with their degrees, so they're done. My youngest, she's going to go on to get her master's degree, but she's taking a year off, which is good. She needs a break. So, long time to be in school. My son has a double bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and physics. And then my oldest has a bachelor's in pre-vet. And she went to the college I went to when I graduated. And then she's working on her doctorate, obviously, at the vet college. And then my youngest, she got a bachelor's in biomedical arts with an emphasis on computer design. And that is, she wants to illustrate medical textbooks. So she sort of worked with some professors and made up her degree, which is pretty cool. She made up the whole schedule and all the classes that she would need for requirements. And she'll go on to get her master's in art, and she'll have to apply to some schools that are outside the state. She needs time off to recuperate and try to make, she has a job, so she's going to try to make some money to help pay for a master's degree. So that's good. It's always good to take a year off to, get out of the whole school. Oh, it's so stressful. So, yeah, she's doing good. I'm very proud of my kids. Okay, so with this little guy, I'll make sure I got all the little nookies and crannies. I don't know if you can see, but he's definitely, I got his creases started. They look nice. Alright, we're going to blot off the extra. I got that one. So we'll hit it again. This is just a dry brush, just to knock out those creases in case the paint decides it wants to stick around in there. And it's okay if you leave the ears a little bit red, because they're going to be blushed anyway. But you're going to let it dry, and then you're going to hit it one more time. But this is going to be a short video. Okay, next video I'll be doing creases again and some more modeling.